on Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. We're broadcasting live from the UN Climate Summit in Bonn, Germany. That's actually hosted by Fiji. Well, the UN Climate Summit comes as President Trump is in the Philippines as part of his 13-day trip across Asia. Hours ago, Trump met with Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte on the sidelines of the ASEAN Summit. That's the Association of Southeast Asian Nations in Manila. Trump said he has a great relationship with Duterte, who's presided over a so-called war on drugs that's seen thousands of people killed by police or vigilantes since Duterte took office. The meeting came after Duterte sang a Filipino love song during a gala dinner Sunday night with other world leaders, saying later he sang it on the orders of President Trump. This all comes just a few days after Duterte bragged about having stabbed someone to death when he was 16 years old. During Duterte's campaign, he also joked about wanting to have been first in line for the gang rape of an Australian missionary who was raped and murdered in 1989. Duterte said, quote, "She was so beautiful, the mayor should have been first. What a waste," unquote. Duterte himself was the mayor of Davao City. Well, for more on President Trump's trip to the Philippines and the threat that climate change poses to the Philippines and Southeast Asia, we're joined by Tetet Laurent, Program Manager for Climate Justice at EBON International. She was a member of the Philippines delegation to the UN Climate Summits from 2011 to 2013. Before we talk climate politics, let's talk the politics of your country and President Trump coming to the Philippines. You know, every UN climate summit, it seems, over the last years, we're dealing with a typhoon in the Philippines. What about this year?
Well, today we are facing an even more destructive and horrible cyclone, and that is President Donald Trump himself.
What do you mean by that? And talk about his trip and his so-called, as he described it, great relationship with Duterte, your president.
Yeah, as we speak, I'm very proud to say that a lot of thousands of activists, thousands of farmers, workers are trooping down the streets of Manila to disrupt this meeting of the ASEAN and also to say that Trump is not welcome in the Philippines. The Philippines and the United States have always had that special relationship in the sense that, you know, governments and presidents, even before Duterte, have welcomed U.S. policy with open arms and very welcoming of U.S. investments, U.S. corporations, taking away our resources, exploiting our people, and just getting away with virtually everything, even military exercises.
Can you give us a history? I did a little bit of his human rights record. I mean, he's only been president for a year now, just as President Trump has been. But I mean, the story of 1989, him saying he wishes he was first in line to rape an Australian missionary who was raped and murdered. To talk about just the last few days, he says he murdered a person when he was 16 years old.
Yeah, you can really see the character, you know, that he's racist, he's sexist, he's misogynist, and he's militarist. In his reign for 20 years as mayor of Davao, everyone knows, but it's not really admitted officially that he was, you know, he has a Davao death squad behind him, keeping peace and order in Davao, and he's doing it right now. No? And he even brags that he could put the whole country, the entire country, under martial law anytime he wants to.
And the significance of Trump saying that he, in a sense, supports, he says he has a great relationship with Duterte. What does that mean for the Filipino people?
It only goes to show Duterte's true colors. Initially, he said that he was going to pursue an independent foreign policy. He was very critical of the United States. But what we're seeing now is that these two guys, these two macho bullies, have a very special relationship and that they like each other. So what does it say about the policies, no? Duterte is here to follow or to be obedient to whatever the U.S. says.
What is the name that people have for Donald Trump and Rodrigo Duterte?
Oh, we call them Duterte Trump because they're basically of the same mold.